Alright, this is Alabama Headhunter. We're up early this morning, headed to a new place. Just thought I'd take a picture of that awesome sunrise. That's pretty wicked right there. I like that. Get a little better. There we go.
See how fast it's rising.
That's wild looking. Alright, we're headed to the Tallapoosa River this morning somewhere. Know a couple of fields over there, but we're going to go try and find a new place to hunt today. See y'all soon. Hello, this is Alabama Headhunter. This video is in response to Varieties or something. I can't remember how to pronounce it. I think it's RB from over in Georgia. He had asked for me to film some of my white quartz points, which is what this is in response to. We went out looking for some this past weekend. Couldn't find anywhere to hunt. Everything was too dry. It was before Tropical Storm Lee came through, and either not plowed or whatever, but couldn't find any. We found a pretty sunrise on the way over there, and I did, in a new ditch that had been cut, found a piece of raw white quartz that's never been worked on. This is not real white. It's pretty cool though. You can also find this stuff in the creeks over there in cobbles. This is some real hard stuff to work. So some of these points that I'm going to be showing you, some of them are rough, some of them are pretty nice. Well, I'll get started with them. Okay. I showed this case the other day, kind of at a distance. I think that's what sparked the interest. I'm not going to show everything, but I'll show a lot of them. That's a little Hardaway, or I think that's what you call these. Little tips going off of it. It's a heartbreaker. There's a real pretty white, really shiny stuff. That's some harder stuff. The harder this stuff gets, actually, the better it works. Little stemmed point, Mara Mountain. It comes in various colors. There's one that's kind of a yellow. We'll get into some other prettier colors in a few minutes. Pretty little point. I've got some really nice ones. This is just a case I put together of some that was laying around. Some of them you get are translucent. This one would be if I could hold it up to the light. I got the camera fixed, stationary. Easier to film that way. Can't remember what you call these. There's a specific name for these type points. It's kind of offset to one side. Find a lot of the quartz points made like that. Most of these are either from Talladega County, St. Clair County. That one's translucent, you can see that. Coosa County, Cleburne County over on the Tallapoosa River. Some of them have a lot of impurities in them. That would have been a pretty one, had the ear been on it. But most of them you find are thick. Always thick. This is the most recent one I found. I found this down south of here in Dallas County. when you get down toward Montgomery, Alabama, during the central part of the state, 99% of the points you find will be white quartz. You don't find any flint down there hardly at all. A little dirty one. Sometimes I don't wash them off real good. I like leaving a little dirt on them. Okay. There's a little ugly one out of another case. Now, I've shown y'all some of the Weiss quartz points, but you find the Weiss quartz oftentimes in conjunction with the white vein type quartz. If you look in this, right across there where my thumb's at, there's a vein of white quartz in this. See it better on that side. And you get some of this really yellow stuff, brown maybe. There's another piece of the Weiss quartz with a vein of white in it. Now this is a type of quartz that we find around here. It's almost translucent. Like I say, these points made out of this stuff are very rough sometimes. Another quartz point. How many times can I say quartz while I'm doing this? Maybe one of y'all can count them and tell me. There's a little point. Not sure what it is. It comes from a site where we get a lot of paleo stuff. There's another one. Pretty shapes to them. I mean, some of them are really shaped nice, but they're always thick. Not always. There's another one of these things. UGLY, Ugly. But they're arrowheads. There's another one. See, I almost hate showing some of these to y'all. There's a nice shaped one. But thick. And small one. And here's some more of this funky looking stuff. Okay, let's go to some more. There's some more of that really funky stuff. That stuff got some pink and black and brown, and this quartz here has some neat colors in it. Sometimes it's hard to tell if they're a point. It's as fat as it is wide. Right, let me get some more. These are still quartz points, but most of these are Weiss quartz. There's some of the brown that we get here. Some of these things are just nasty looking. There's another one of these things. Yes. Some of them I hate to show you. Now I'm going to get to some little bit better stuff. Here's one from local. You've probably seen this one before. This comes from an early archaic site, possibly a paleo point, almost looks fluted. Pretty nice one there. That come off of Choccolocca Creek. Runs into the Coosa River over in Talladega County. It's a pretty one. Just trying to show the translucency of that, but I can't get it. That's probably one of the better ones that I have. There's a little bowling, big sandy looking point. There's a pretty little point there. I've seen this before. And sometimes this quartz comes like that. There's my littlest one. That's down south of here, Durant's Bend. There's a lot of artifacts found on Durant's Bend back in the 40s. A lot of what they call urn burials. There's another one. It's translucent. Little stripes in it. Right, now there's this thing here. This is kind of a cross between the white quartz and the white quartz. This is probably the best artifact I ever found made out of this stuff. Largest. That came from the mouth of Blue Eye Creek on the Coosa River, right there near the I-20 bridge. You find stuff as old as this and all the way up to the historic. One of my good friends, when the lake was down a couple of years ago low, found a whole bunch of trade beads and a 1600 Spanish coin all there together. Alright, well that's it. I hope y'all have enjoyed, and I will be getting back with you soon.